My neighbor, the hateful and handsome. Complete story. Evelyn had had better Mondays. She had just moved into a small but nice apartment with white walls, a park view, and a silent promise. Jealous of mental peace. Or at least that's what she believed. She put on music to accompany the unpacking task, while her dog Rocket ran around the place as if it were a battlefield. This place has good energy, he shouted, throwing himself onto the inflatable sofa that still smelled of new plastic. 10 minutes later, someone knocked on the door with the firmness of an army officer. Evelyn opened with a smil Isa. On the other side, there he was. Tall, serious, in a suit, and with a face that showed he disliked both life and the Carol G music that was playing at that moment. Could you lower the volume? He said, without a greeting, without a smile. Hello to you too, charming neighbor, she replied, with a sarcastic smile. Some of us try to work, and others try to enjoy our move. Don't know, a little smile, for, is it the universe? He looked at her as if she had asked him to sign the contract for the sale of his soul. Just lower it, please. Evelyn closed the door without answering, but she did turn up the volume a little more. The war officially began the following day. Dennis left a note stuck on his door. Article 7.4 of the building regulations. Excessive noise is not permitted between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. Evelyn, thank you for your cooperation. D. Knight, Apt. 3B. She responded with a plastic plant and a card that said, relax a little. Plants also need good vibes. Pasaro. In those days, Evelyn organized her apartment, worked from home as a graphic designer, and every time Rocket barked, Dennis appeared like a legal ghost. But strange things also happened. Hiala helped once to carry a heavy piece of furniture without saying a word. Another day, she heard him singing softly while cooking. It was a good voice. Zero emotions, but a good voice. And in the third week, Rock and he escaped. Evelyn ran through the whole building, shouting his name, until she found him sitting happily at the door of apartment 3B. Dennis opened the door with Rocket in his arms. It wasn't an idea. Mia, he said dryly, but with a slight smile. Or did she imagine it? Thank you. I didn't know you knew how to handle dogs. Neither did I. Evelyn noticed something new. Dennis without a tie, with a tight grey t-shirt, big, strong arms. Dangerously handsome. Do you want to stay for dinner? He asked, without thinking. He raised an eyebrow. Do you cook? No, but I'm good at ordering Chinese food. And I have wine. For some. For one reason, he accepted. That night was strange. They talked about unexpected things. Evelyn hated Sundays. Dennis had an ex-girlfriend who had married his best friend. Evelyn had left a career in architecture because he hated the rules. Dennis collected vinyl records, although he didn't know how to dance. They laughed. A lot. Even him. In the end, when they said goodbye at the door, Evelyn looked at him for a second more. And him too. Nothing happened. But they both thought about it. The visits began to repeat themselves. Sometimes because of Rocket. Sometimes because Evelyn didn't know how to open a bottle of wine. Sometimes because Dennis I needed help with his coffee maker, although he clearly knew how it worked. One night, while Evelyn was cleaning some paint stains from her clothes, he said, I don't understand how you can live in so much chaos. And I don't understand how you can live in a Swedish furniture catalog. Do you know what's worst? What? That I like your chaos more and more. And then came the day when everything almost ruined. Dennis cancelled a last-minute dinner. He said he had work. Evelyn, annoyed, decided to go out with a Tinder guy named Greg. Tall, boring, linen shirt. Greg. While they were at the restaurant, Evelyn couldn't stop thinking about Dennis's dry comments, about how Rocket adored him, about the way he sat cross-legged like a grumpy old man, and about how he made her laugh unintentionally. Greg talked about cryptocurrencies. Evelyn asked for the bill before dessert. Upon arriving at the building, Dennis saw her get out of the car wearing a black dress and red lips. Good date? He asked, without looking. As good as a salad, without dressing. And why did you cut it? Because it wasn't you. Silence. Dennis looked at her. Evelyn shrugged. Okay, I said it. Now, you can. To say something clumsy, or to quote the rules of coexistence, I'm only going to do this. And he kissed her. Slow, firm, As if she had finally stopped resisting, Rocket barked. They laughed. And at this moment, between legal papers and emotional chaos, the two understood that they needed each other just as they were chaotic and hateful. But together, end.